Welcome to First Date Debate, your go-to place for all things first date. I'm Bree Bruzakis here with Jess Burton.
Whether you're excited or nervous, we've got the best tips and stories to help you make the best first impression.
And speaking of first impressions, one of the best ways to start a great date is by asking the right questions. So Jess, what are some good questions people should definitely ask on the first date but usually don't?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this question because I feel like people go into a first date expecting to learn a lot about that person, but they always end up asking the wrong questions. But personally, one of my favorite questions is what's something you're proud of? It may be a basic question, but you want someone to feel proud to have you as their partner, so you kind of get a feel for their personality and the little things they're proud of.
Yes, I totally agree with this. It's so important to ask meaningful questions that help you get to know someone beyond surface level details. Okay, let's move on to the next question. What is the worst first date experience you've ever had and what did you learn from it?
Okay, so funny you asked this actually because one of my core memories was from this year and absolutely the worst date I've ever been on. He invited me to Topgolf with his friend and his girlfriend, and we've known each other for about like 3 years at this point, and like we don't need someone to come with us to make things less awkward. And the whole time he was focused on his friend, and he's a golfer. So basically the whole time he was focused on getting a better score than his friend and barely helped me when I'm nervous because I'm not a golfer. And the whole time was just awkward because I was upset and he was talking to his friend the whole time.
So has he followed up with you or?
So actually, fun fact, we were talking for like the last like 4 months after the date, and then it kind of like, not that he started drifting away from me, but he kind of like started talking to this other girl
Oh?
after the date. Yeah, I know. And so I actually, fun fact, don't like her. Not because she's a bad person, but because he sent me this very like not nice text after they started talking, and then he completely just dropped me out of nowhere.
Oh?
So it was like, okay, I met your
Yeah.
parents, you took me on a date. I thought this was going to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And then he drops me. It's like, okay,
Yeah, like
I see.
like what were we? Hello?
Like, hello, were we
It meant
even
nothing to
anything?
you.
But overall, I definitely learned to start planning the dates because every time a guy plans a date, it just doesn't turn out that great.
Wow, that was definitely an awkward experience. It's one thing to feel nervous on a date, but it's another thing when your date isn't even paying attention to you. Planning your date can definitely help you avoid situations like that. All right, last question. What are some red flags or deal breakers to watch for on a first date?
Oh my gosh, this is such a good question. Honestly, one of the biggest red flags that I tell my friends or someone to look for is like disrespect for others, like waitresses and just generally talking down on people. But another red flag is that if he starts talking about like his or her dating history, like I absolutely hate that. When they start talking about like their crazy ex or past experiences, because in my opinion, it just kind of shows you're not like their main focus in the moment. And unless you both start sharing like funny stories about like your exes or something, it's just awkward.
Yes, I agree. Respect is a big thing, I feel like, for any relationship. If they don't respect other people, you can't expect them to respect you. And I feel like talking about dating history is a topic for another time.
Like since you're asking me all the questions, I kind of wanted to ask you a question.
Oh, okay.
Like, what are some of your red flags?
Okay. Definitely, I feel like this is one that's kind of like overlooked a lot, but when you're on a first date and he just keeps talking about like himself, like
Oh,
just doesn't ask you any questions, is kind of like a narcissist, but like I don't know, that's just like a red flag to me. Like
honestly, I completely understand that because I hate, and I know I'm doing it right now, but like I
yes.
completely hate people who just talk about themselves all first date. Like I'm trying to get to know you, but you're also trying to get to know me.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It's not completely about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But like another big thing is on a first date, I feel like you want to learn people's like big parts of like their life. Like
Yeah.
not like what's your favorite color? Like oh blue.
No,
Like
yeah,
okay.
like what are your accomplishments? Like stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel like when you go on a first date, you're just trying to like not like meet some new people, but you are.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're aiming to find someone to spend the rest of your life with and you're just kind of sitting there stuck asking questions like are your parents nice? How are you grew up? Like it's
Yeah.
not about that. Like what are you most passionate about?
Yeah,
Do you
exactly.
want kids? Like I feel like when you learn more deeply about a person, your connection just gets so much deeper. And I feel like
Yes.
it hits a point where it's like, oh, hey, I think I could spend the rest of my life with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I feel like things can go south so quickly.
You're right, yeah. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for listening and good luck on your next first date.